Good morning and yet Samash from Kraków. It's my first time here in Poland. I've heard good things about Poland, I've heard bad things about Poland, but we're here for the next 3 days, so I'll decide for myself. We're heading now into the old town of Kraków. We're going to try some traditional food today, and there's a little bit of history here that I want to dive into because Poland was a communist country for around 50 years, and also it's one of the central points for the World War II, which I do find quite interesting. So let's head now into the square. So far, first impressions, the buildings, there's some that are just so modern and beautiful, but there's also this kind of side where it's like very castle-y, medieval. Also on this trip, not travelling with a wife, travelling with the Egyptian king himself. No Salah. No, you can tell he's Egyptian. Look how many layers he's got on. Like 20 layers deep today. When I told this guy that we were coming to Poland and it was cold, he wasn't happy. I told you it's going to be like -5 degrees. He's like, what? -5 degrees? He's used to that Egyptian desert. Anyway, we're heading now into the old market square, and it's surrounded by like a castle. Well, yeah, like a castle wall around it. And then the centre is just down the street here, I think, with all these little streets coming off with shops, restaurants. Leonardo da Vinci. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. We just about made it, without blown away, to the old town. And this part of the town is the largest medieval market square in the whole of Europe. And it's actually a UNESCO site, or whatever it's called. So basically it's protected by the UN. As you can see, it is, subhanAllah, it's very, very beautiful. I think this is a church, and I think this is a museum slash shopping centre. We're going to head inside now anyway and see what it actually is. Because to be honest, I ain't got a clue. Wow, have a look at this. Looks like the Grand Bazaar of Istanbul in here. Sort of like handcrafted stuff, a lot of Polish merch, Polish scarves. I might actually grab a little Polish scarf or something, like a little ornament, because everywhere I've travelled so far I've grabbed myself a little ornament and I've put them on a wall. I'm like trying to build like this little wall back at home for each little memory of the place I've visited. But as you can see, a lot of it is like handcrafted jewellery. Not quite the same as Istanbul with a lot of fake stuff. This seems to just have like a lot of traditional jewellery. Even guns, mate. Can you buy yourself a gun or a machete? Does that remind you of Egypt? All the guns and machetes? So at the start of this video I mentioned how someone had said bad things about Kraków to me, and it was actually a Polish guy. Yesterday when I was at work, I met a Polish guy and he was like, Kraków, why are you going there? It's rubbish. Well, I'll tell you something, mate, you're chatting rubbish because this is vile. So we're here now in the Christmas market, which was just outside of the bizarre looking market centre, and we've just come across this little shop. Look how cool this is. They're selling everything is chocolate. Chocolate PlayStation, chocolate pistol, spanner. That's really impressive. Do you make these? I don't think she... No, I'll just talk to myself. So the thing is with these local markets, Christmas markets, inside markets, it's all the same thing in it really. It's just like touristy things like fridge magnets, hats, gloves, which doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Maybe we'll go back there and I'll show you some more if you want. If you let me know in the comments you want me to see that, then I'll show you it. Or we're going to go now to a local, hopefully. There's loads of Starbucks here, but we ain't supporting that. We ain't supporting all that kind of. So we're going to go down to a local cafe, get a little coffee, chill out, because the check-in for the apartment is at 3 o'clock. And we landed here at 9 AM, which was long, so we're just out trekking at the minute. Now you might think the statue here is of Lewandowski, but it's not. It's a guy called Adam Mickiewicz. I don't even know, it's in Polish, but this guy was a famous poet here for romance poetry. And they revealed his statue in 1891. Shout out ChatGPT for the facts.
Yeah, how can I?
We're looking for a good cafe.
Yeah, the local cafe. For making a good coffee.
Look at that, look, we got a tour guide out of the blue like that.
Here?
Yeah.
First to the left,
Okay.
around 50 meters, and you will see.
Okay.
You will see. Yeah.
Thanks,
That's
bro.
very
Thank you
good
so much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, bro. Right, We found apparently a good little coffee shop that's just down here to the left, 50 metres, right there in front of you. The problem is for me and my friend here is we don't eat pork, so not that the coffee's going to have pork in it, but we're looking where we can get a little bit of lunch, because a lot of these places, they do have veggie options, but this heavy pork diet here in Poland. We're still going to eat some traditional food, hopefully, like some vegetarian dumplings and stuff like that, but we're avoiding that pork. Right, let's see what this cafe is about. What? Oh, ding dong! He must have seen you and thought they're Muslim, mate. I'll tell him where to go. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Can I get this one with the cheese and sausage? Of course. So we're in a Turkish cafe restaurant now. To be honest, we didn't even know it was Turkish till we sat down, and because we were on such a long flight, I left my house this morning at like 4 in the morning, so I've still not slept. I'll eat anything at this point. I will get to eating some traditional Polish food eventually, but right now, your boys are hungry. But this cafe is nice. I think it's really traditional Turkish though. I was looking through the menu like, oh yeah, I wonder if there's anything Polish on here, but the only thing Polish is probably the bread. But I had it in Istanbul, so I don't think the bread's even traditional. This one. I thought this was like the traditional Polish bread, but it's not, because I had it in Istanbul and it was horrible, so I didn't get that. I got cheese and sausage toasty. So Polish. Food has arrived. Cheese and beef sausage toasty. Honestly, I feel dead right now. Like, oh my gosh, I need sleep. My apartment check-in time is at 3, so I've got time before I'm checking in. I even look a mess. Look at me. Bismillah. That's nice. Huh?
Yes.
Right, we finished the food and we're heading down to St. Mary's Basilica, which is, I believe it's a church. You do have to pay when you go in, I know that's for sure. Yeah. Jeez. Yo, this is mad. What is it? Like a tradition?
I'm sorry?
What is it? What is this, the candle? Is it like a tradition or?
I'm not so sure. I'm just.
Oh, you just take it part?
Catholic tradition.
Oh,
Like
it's a
light
tradition.
candle to praise
Oh,
someone.
okay. Oh, okay. I wonder what it was. Thank
It's
you.
like an old Catholic tradition.
All right. Thanks so much. So this is a Catholic church. I'm not Christian or anything like that, but I can always appreciate like the beauty of these kind of buildings that are so old. And like they just said, the candle thing is a Catholic tradition. I was wondering, I'm thinking, what is this candle thing? So you pay €1 and you light a little candle, and I think you like make a prayer or something like that. I'm not too sure. So that church behind me was built in the 14th century. You're not actually meant to take videos or pictures, and I'm just in there, the only one. Boom, 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 boom. We do everything for the vlog, remember that. So yeah, on the way out, a big sign: no pictures, no videos. You are on security camera. Tell me what to do. This is probably a better angle to see it from, to be fair. Look at that. I'm sure someone said you can go up there, up to the clock tower bell bit. Then again, you can't believe everything on TikTok. Every walk and twist that you take in this city is like a new surprise. Like, there's just so many scenic, beautiful buildings here. The cobble streets. It's really incredible. So one of the famous sweet treats here is like this Polish donut, and I'm going to buy one now from this brand. I've seen a few of these dotted around, so I think it's like a chain. Let me know in the comments if you're Polish, if this is like a chain. But I'm going to grab one now and see if they're any good. They take cards. Look at this, they're making them fresh right now in the little bakery at the back. What flavours have you got? What flavours have you got? I think I'm going to go basic. Can I just get, what's inside that one? The sugar one. What's inside that one? The inside.
Tam napisane.
One of them, please.
To?
Yeah, just one, please. I have absolutely no idea what's inside this because the woman clearly didn't speak English and she pointed to the sign. It was in Polish, so I couldn't even read it. Anyway, bismillah. Oh my god, that's so nice. It's like a sugar glazed donut, but it just tastes so much fresher. Like, you know when you go to Tesco in England and you arrive just on time when they've put all the fresh bakery out? That's what it tastes like. Banging. Ooh. Nice little treat on the inside there. Look at it, I don't even know what that is. I think it's salted caramel. Either way, tastes amazing, and it was like £1.80, so a little bit pricey to be honest. Nice, innit? Fresh tea. Yummy. We're here now at the Jewish quarter of Krakow. So the Jews were expelled from the centre of Krakow in the 1500s, and then in the 1900s, during the World War II, they were pushed out of here once again, and then this place was like pretty run down and ruined until the famous release of Schindler's List, because part of the films were filmed here in the Jewish quarter of Krakow. So from that point was like a revival turn for this part of Krakow. But there's loads of little cafes, shops. It's a really, really nice little area actually. Look how multicultural I am. Well, multi-religious I am. Well, I'm not, I'm Muslim, but you know, we've had halal food, we've been inside a Catholic church, and now we're at the Jewish quarter. Come on, we've got it all, guys. Subscribe. I'm pretty certain at this point that Poland is probably one of the most like religiously diverse places that I've ever visited, and it's only my first day. But the reason I say this is because you have like the Jewish quarter, there's been so many halal restaurants, plus Muslims can eat kosher food, and then the amount of churches as well is just like crazy. Every turn you take there's a huge church. Mosque, I haven't seen one yet, but I'm gonna go looking for it soon, hopefully, inshallah. But we're here now at a Judah food market. I think this is like a kosher food market, maybe. This is so cool though. I wish I saw more of these things back home. This is something I say where I travel most places. I see so many things where I'm like, if we just had this in England, it could do so well, but no one does it. Well, isn't that the most creative graffiti you've ever seen? Someone just come up to the wall and said, yeah, I'll spray paint a sexual disease on the wall. Why not? Spray HIV on there. Weird. Anyway, this area is coated in graffiti, but this street looks so nice. I want to know what this building is over here. I'm gonna take a wild guess and assume it's a religious building, and since it's the Jewish quarter, I think it's probably a synagogue. Call me a genius, but it is actually a synagogue. It's called the Old Synagogue. I don't think I've ever even seen a synagogue in England before. Maybe when I was a kid we went to one, but it has a very different look compared to other religious buildings. It looks nice though. I don't know if I'm allowed to go in. There's only one way to find out. I don't think I've ever even been in a synagogue before. Oh man, it's like a museum. It's all synagogues like this. All over this side of the city, there's so much stuff about the Israeli stuff that's going on basically in Israel. So yeah, I don't have anything to say about that, to be honest. I have my opinions, but I keep them to myself anyway. I ain't gonna speak on it, I'm just saying there's a lot of Israeli flags everywhere, because obviously the Jewish quarter, and I know a majority of Jews they believe in the Israeli state. Anyway, we're gonna start walking back now to the centre, I think, and then tonight the plan is that we're gonna go to the castle. There's a big castle here, free entry as well. Hey! Also, I have a very, very good Polish friend who's been giving me advice while I'm here, and he's found me a place tonight to have a good halal, like a Polish sandwich, like an open sandwich basically, and a place to have some dumplings, some Polish dumplings. So by the end of this video, inshallah, I will have some more Polish traditional food other than a donut, which wasn't, I don't know if that's traditional or not, but just saw it everywhere and I saw someone else say it was, so I'm just going off someone else's word. Alright, we've been walking for time now. It's probably been like 4 or 5 hours we've just been rolling around. That's because all the apartments here are checking at 3 PM. What is this about? 3 PM? That is a joke, honestly. If you get an early flight here to Krakow, you're going to be walking around for a long time. Or you're just going to have to like book the night before as well so you can check in. Because 3 PM, rolling around with your bag. If I had a suitcase right now, I'd be livid. Okay, so we're at Ahmed's apartment now. I've got a different one. Mine's closer to the city centre, but it's probably worse, I'm not gonna lie. I booked a really cheap one because originally he he wasn't going to come with me. It was just a solo trip. But then I told him, I'm going to Poland. He's like, oh, I'll come with you. So I was like, why not? But this is his room though. I think this one's costing like 80 quid for 3 nights or something. Not bad though, look. It's got a little fridge, kettle. Mine. Wait till you see it. I think it's bad. It was one of them where I was like, I'm not staying in a hostel, but I want a cheap trip because I've got a big trip coming up soon, by the way. That's why you should subscribe. So until then, I just thought I'll book cheap for this trip. I'm knackered. Honestly, I am knackered. Like I said, I left my house this morning at 3 in the morning, and now it's 2 in the afternoon, and I still can't check into my apartment. Sad. Right, I've left Ahmed back at his apartment now. He's basically fell asleep anyway. I was like, right, I'll just let myself out and go. So I'm going to go to my apartment now. Honestly, I can't describe how annoying this late checkout really is, man. 3 PM is such a late checkout. But I've also realised that pretty much all of these European cities, they all look the same. Like Bosnia, Albania, like a lot of the streets, they look extremely identical. Okay, this is how we live in. Oh man, what a long day so far. Also, the annoying thing about this apartment is I'm sharing a kitchen and a bathroom, like shower and everything for all people. It's like a hostel. I thought I'd give it a go. I've never done it before, like I said. I just wanted to go cheap, but bruh, I'm just happy there's a bed. I think I'm going to take a little nap, and then tonight we'll go out to the castle. We'll try the traditional foods. I'm set on it. I'm going to do it, right? I'm set on it. I'm definitely going to try the traditional food. But I just need a nap. I've not slept in hours. Right, I crashed out hard. Slept deep. You know when you're dribbling, that's when you know you needed the sleep. So I needed that. I'm going to go out again in a minute. We'll go to the castle, like I've probably mentioned about 50 times already. I've edited this video, some of it, and I'm really happy with it. So if you are enjoying it, make sure you like, subscribe, and see where we're going next after Poland. Also, this room's better than I thought, to be honest. I thought, oh, it's going to be like a bando, man, or like a trap house, but it's actually pretty decent. Let's head back out into Poland. Okay, we're back at the Christmas market that we were at earlier. The food smells insane. It's them onions there. They smell insane. And I think there's some performance going on. There's a stage down there, so let's go see what's kicking off over there. Oh, look at that. You know how bad I wish some of this stuff was halal? It's mad. Look at that. It smells incredible. Bro, what is going on? There's just a guy dressed up as a bull. Oh, this ain't that interesting. Oh, it's charity. What did she say? What did she say? Wow, look how different it looks now. That's that church went in earlier. And this is another famous thing that happens here is they blow the trumpet. I don't know if someone's actually blowing it or if it's just like a pre-recorded thing, but on every hour they blow the trumpet. Okay, this was the spot we were at earlier. Oh, they got beef as well. One thing I was going to say is, one thing I really loved about this place was the fact you could pay by card for everything. Like everywhere else I go, I have to always withdraw, get dodgy exchange rates, have to pay mad fees on ATMs. But then we went to the kebab guy here and he was like, yeah, only cash. So he let me down on that. This food is ready. What you get? Like a wrap. It's good, yeah?
Yeah.
He's loving it. Yo, look at this. I don't even remember what the name is. I'll have to put it on screen, man. It's like a big baguette. He was toasting it with something, so I don't even know, but it's full of meat, garlic sauce, some chili, some spices. That's a big old baguette though. Big head top. Right, let me try it real quick. I gotta take a big bite there. Wow, that tastes, genuinely, that tastes amazing. The garlic sauce is like the perfect amount of garlic, it's not overpowering. The meat, tasty, and the bread is like crispy, cheesy. I don't even know how he makes this, but it tastes really, really good. And all of this for £5, huge. And it's traditional Polish. Shout out to me for that one. That sandwich was absolutely banging, 10 out of 10, cannot fault it. perfect. So nice, especially for a fiver as well. That was filling. Oh, the castle's closed, man. I looked online. It said the castle was open till 10. I just looked now. It closed at 4 o'clock. So we're not going to the castle today. That'll have to be another day's video. I'm telling you, bro, this guy's funny. Look how big he's put his tripod here. He's just filming, walking around. I remember I sold him the Action 4 when I first had it. And look at him, bro. No. Right, back at the apartment. That's day 1 of Poland. So make sure you subscribe so you can see all the days that I'm here and all the other countries that I'm going to be traveling to, inshallah. Obviously didn't get to do all the things that I wanted, especially like trying the dumplings because I was full off that big old spaghetti. And also the castle was short, so not even in my control, to be honest. But I will probably do them in the 3rd day here because tomorrow I've got something sick planned. So stick around for tomorrow. We're going to the Polish Alps. That's going to be a madness. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, the video won't be up tomorrow, but in a few days you'll see the video hopefully and you'll watch it, won't you? Because you're subscribed, right? Inshallah. See you later.